How you doing, good people? This is the 8-bit animal. Life is like a hurricane here in Duckburg. You heard the little notes at the beginning of the theme song for DuckTales. You knew you were about to get some quality. It was gonna be a fun little story. You were gonna have a blast with it, right? DuckTales came out at the perfect time. It popped up on TVs at the perfect time because it was around that time where Capcom had the relationship with Disney. As such, 1989, we got this little baby. And this little baby is widely considered not only one of the best games on the NES, but one of the best licensed video games of all time. Argue with your mama. Now, this game was so good that in 2013, they got the original voice actor cast together. And the good folks at WayForward developed this, and Capcom published it. Now this, I think, got delisted on any of the digital storefronts, so you can't really buy this unless you can find a physical, which I did. But yeah, we're not talking about that one. We talked about that already. Actually, I've talked about both of those games already. You can go back in the archives and look that up. But these games, particularly the NES game, is really important because it was done by parts of the Mega Man team, and you feel that Mega Man influence throughout the game, right? Selectable stages, all that. It's a fantastic video game. And in 1993, towards the end of the NES life cycle, a sequel was developed. It wasn't, sadly, not developed by the Mega Man folks. It was developed by somebody else and published by Capcom. So, question marks. One thing we will say though, boy oh boy, is it pricey on the resale market. Today, we're going to take a quick little look at DuckTales 2. Now, DuckTales 2 starts with one of Scrooge's nephews. I can't remember if it was Huey, Dewey, or Louie. The one that wore red. I can't tell them apart. He finds a piece of a treasure map. And Scrooge deduces that the map belonged to his daddy, Fergus McDuck. And Fergus tore it up and hid the pieces around the world to keep people from getting their hands on it. Well, Flinthawk Glumgold is looking for the map too. So now you got super capitalist Duck Scrooge looking for this map and and basically racing his rival to find this map. And much like the first DuckTales game, you are accompanied by Huey, Dewey, Louie, Webber-Gale, Bubba Duck, all of them. And they're helping you go to these different locations, find these treasures, and yeah, it's a good game, just like the first one. Does it lack a bit of the charm of the first game? Yeah. I will say this, absolutely. While the soundtrack is good, the Moon Stage theme for the first DuckTales game is easily one of the best pieces of video game music I've ever heard. The remastered version of it on DuckTales Remastered, piece of magic. But that's not to say to discount anything in DuckTales 2. DuckTales 2 just came out at a really bad time. Because by 1993, people really weren't still playing their NESs like that. And that might explain why this game costs so much at resale now. But the platforming is really good. The music is really good. A bunch of the exploration is solid. There's a lot of backtracking you gotta do, which is cool. It's easier to use the pogo jump. The cane is upgradable, in a manner of speaking. But yeah, DuckTales 2 is a really, really good video game. And figuring out a way to play it isn't as hard as it once was. And if you can play it, you should play it. It's a really good video game. Now, let's talk about numbers. You see, DuckTales 2 came out the summer of 1993. Because of that, a lot of people didn't buy it. So the copies that are out in the wild now, yeah, to find a copy of the NES cartridge of DuckTales 2, probably about 200, 235, 250, something around that number. But what I will say though, is that there is a much easier way to play it. You see, just like the first DuckTales game, both Rescue Rangers games, Darkwing Duck and Tailspin, DuckTales 2 is a part of a compilation that Capcom put out called the Disney Afternoon Collection. So for the low price of $20, you can play DuckTales 2 along with those other games. And they're all a lot of fun. Tailspin is a little weird, but you can get used to it. But yeah, go and get the Disney Afternoon Collection. Don't even bother trying to find a cartridge of this, because the resellers who bought copies of it, yeah, they're weird. Just go and download the Disney Afternoon Collection. Save yourself the stress troubles. It's available on PS4, on the PlayStation, Xbox, and PC. So easy to get. Do that. Don't get him that money. But yeah, this has been the 8-Bit Animal, and I'll catch you beautiful people tomorrow. Tomorrow. This game has already happened 2 other times on the NES. Somebody explain to me the appeal of this third one.